Hello, today we are going to learn about the Chrome browser and apps and extensions. My name is Melissa Matthews. I work with the Department of Safe Schools and I am the training specialist. So today, like I said, we're going to begin with the Chrome browser. And the first thing you need to know is that you need to be signed in. So on a Chromebook, when you log into the Chromebook, you are automatically logged into Google Chrome. On any other computer, whether it be a Dell or a Mac or anything, you will need to sign into Chrome. And to do that, in the top right corner, you're going to either see your little picture or you're going to see a head that looks like this. If you see this head, that means you are not signed in. So what you want to do is click the little guy. You'll see right here a blue button that says please sign in. So you're going to go ahead and sign in. The way to do that is you first enter your entire email address. Once that is complete, then you go ahead and put in your district username and password. So that's how you sign in. Now the question is, why do you want to sign in? Well, when I sign in, all of my bookmarks automatically appear. Not only that, all of my extensions automatically appear. So we want to sign in so that all of that comes with us. There are two things to note. You do want everything to sync. And when you sign in, a box will appear on your screen. And in the bottom left corner, you're going to see something that says link data. You're going to want to link your data so that everything will automatically be the same on every computer you touch. So to sign into Google Chrome, you just sign in once. You log in the computer like normal with your district username and password, and then you sign into Google Chrome once on that machine, and it will remember you every time you go back to that specific machine. So hopefully that helps. So that's signing into Chrome in a nutshell. Moving on. So our agenda for today, I've actually made everyone a Google Chrome training. So if you search your drive for Google Chrome training, you should see it in the shared with me box, but you can also just type Google Chrome Drive if you spell it correctly. Does not want to seem to work. Okay, so Google Chrome Drive, and it should, or Google Chrome Training, not Drive, Training. Wow. It's because I'm recording this that all of this is happening. So there you go, and you should see that it was shared with you by me on September 12th of 2019. So that is where you will find it. On that page, you are going to see our agenda and our notes. So first things first, we wanted to make sure you signed into Google Chrome. And I'm finding my agenda or a lot of the things on the Trailblazer website, which you're going to see here. And that's where I showed you that picture of how to sign in and why to sign in. Now I just want to go through real quick the difference between what an extension is and what an add-on is. So an extension is a way to complete a task with minimal steps. An extension works on all of Google Chrome, and it is Chrome specific. So if you're on Internet Explorer or Safari or any other web browser, it will not work. It will only work on Chrome. And an add-on is program specific. So there is in Google Docs an add-on store in Google Docs that have all sorts of different shortcuts and tools that make processes faster and more efficient within Google Docs. There's another add-on store in Sheets, another add-on store in Chrome, another add-on, or not Chrome, I'm sorry, in Sheets, in Drive, and not Drive, blah, blah, blah. There's another add-on store in Sheets, Slides, Forms. So in each of the different Google applications, there are add-on stores. So hopefully that helps. Sorry for the confusion. We talked about how your bookmarks come with you, but a easy, fast way to add bookmarks is, let's say I want to always access these notes. I'm going to just take that lock and drag it down, and boom. Now I have a bookmark to there. If I want to edit that bookmark, I just right-click, edit, and then I can call it just the Google Chrome training, and I can save it, or I can whatever I want. Maybe I know that that blue little sheet is the one that I'm looking for, so I could really get rid of everything and save it, and now it's just the blue little sheet. You can see I did that. This is the Safe Schools Chronicle, this is the district website, this is the hub, and so all of those also allow you to access those shortcuts super fast. So I'm going to delete mine. So I just right-clicked and I'm going to press delete and get rid of that bookmark. But all you do is drag and drop and move it where you want. You can see that black line is going to add it wherever you want it to go. Okay, so those are your bookmarks. We talked about the definitions between add-ons, extensions, and add-ons. So we're going to actually demonstrate extensions first, and then we'll go to add-ons. So the first thing I want to demo is Google Docs Quick Create. So if I click on that link and go to that website, that is where you can add on the actual extension into Chrome. So mine says remove from Chrome. Yours is going to say add to Chrome. And so basically it looks like this guy here. You can see the icons look the same. So I'm working, I need to make a new Google Doc form sheet, what have you. I click this and boom, there they all are. So instead, and remember how I said extensions make a multi-step process into minimal steps? So with this extension, I'm going to click this and say new doc. Boom. The other way to do this is I would click a new tab, and I would click my 9 dots, which is called the app selector, and I would go to docs, and then it would say what kind of doc do I want, and so I would say a blank one. When it loads, there you go. So there's my blank one. Once it loads, there I go, and now I can start typing. So you can see the difference in time between going click, click to document. And my computer's a little slow because it is recording everything that I'm doing so that I can share this with you. So yours hopefully will be faster. So you click that, you select new document, and voila, you should be good to go and ready to begin. So I'm going to close these just so I don't have so many tabs open. So this is one of my ultimate favorite Google extensions, Google Docs Quick Create. So feel free to add that to Chrome. Now extensions, you can see I have quite a bit, and I actually have even more on what they call my shelf. So these are able to be moved. So just like your bookmarks, I can move them wherever I'd like. I can also right click on them and I can remove them from Chrome. So let's say I never use it, I can just right click, remove it. I can even manage them. So if I click manage extensions, I can turn things on and off depending upon whether I want to see them. And I can see how allow this extension to read and change all of your data on websites you visit on a click, on a specific site, or on all sites. So it gives you some options in there. And then if I go back, here are all of the different extensions that I've used or have installed. And there is the on-off switch, and I can also remove it from there as well. So know that all the extensions and things that I'm sharing with you now, you can add them and then you can delete them later if you choose to. So moving on, the next extension I want to share with you is called a URL shortener. So I'm going to click on that one and go there as well. So the URL shortener, if you've never made a URL short, it is such a phenomenal thing, because here I am at a training. I want everyone in the room to go to this website. Well, can you imagine having to type 1ENX, blah, 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 like just too much, especially when you're dealing with kids and students. So if I take this link and I want to make a short URL, I click on this little link here, and boom, here is my short URL. So instead of typing this big long one, I'm just going to click this little guy here. I can copy it right there, so now it's copied. I can make it expire if I want to, or make it never expire, so I can choose a date, or I can leave it alone so it will never expire. I can also alter. Do I want a bit.ly? Do I want a tiny URL? What do I want? What kind of URL do I want? So I always go with the shortest one because it's the least amount of letters that need to be typed. And you know what? I think I'm going to add that QR code also. So here's my QR code. Don't have to do anything. If I need it on another page, I just click, and voila, it's on another page, nice and big. So I can right click and I can copy it, and I can paste it wherever I'd like to paste it. So those are QR codes. Those are short URLs. So hopefully you'll get some use out of those. This link one is my favorite. There are plenty. Know that extensions, and let's go back to my Trailblazer website real quick. Where is it? Here we go. Know that extensions are blocked for students. So if they're not on the whitelist, students may not get them, okay? So that doesn't mean that they're not good or that they're deemed inappropriate. The only thing that means is that we haven't vetted them yet for students. So if you find one that you want students to have, if you go through the steps number 2, so you go to your portal, you go to the e-support tile, go to the service catalog, go to web and collaboration, and then put in a Chrome extension review. They'll be able to review it and add it to the whitelist if they deem it appropriate. Adults get everything, so nothing is blocked for adults. So if you are trying to install something and it is not working, please go ahead and make sure that you, that you are signed in as an adult and not a student. And that will make a world of difference. Okay, there are also some extensions here that you're welcome to check out. Lightshot is very similar to the snipping tool, so you may want to check that out. Cami is kind of like a whiteboard / annotation tool, so that's great. And we're going to go through a bunch more. So back to ours, Grammarly. If you've not checked out Grammarly yet, Grammarly allows you, whatever you type, wherever you type it basically, it will spell check it for you. So you can see here how it doesn't like affect, it thinks it should be affect. And do you want to change it? You click on the red, it gives you the drop down and it tells you what it thinks it should change it to. So here, maybe they don't like the grammar, so they want to fix it, the clarity, the engagement, the vocab. So instead of very happy, maybe you want to write thrilled or pleased or delighted. And some of these are premium. The free one basically does spelling and grammar, and that's it. So some of these are premium features. I was thinking, I haven't seen these. So these are premium features. You want just the normal features, which will basically change your grammar and your spelling, period. So I use it every day. It's very helpful. It oftentimes catches me on commas in inappropriate places, so, or lack thereof of commas. So it's a great little tool, free, easy to use. So that's Grammarly. Moving on, the Eyedropper. I don't know about you, but I want things to be the right color. So for example, the blue and share. Let's say I'm trying to make something to go with the share to complement it, and I want to make sure I get the right color. So I'm going to grab that little eyedropper, and I'm going to say I want to pick the color from a web page. And now I have this little box. So here's my blue, and I'm going to click it, and now you can see up here, here's that. And this is the number that goes along with that Dodger blue color. So now if I want to use that, I can go to another program, paste that color in, and it will immediately make it that Dodger blue color. So Eyedropper is pretty cool. I'm going to show you another way to get to Eyedropper as opposed to clicking that link. So if I go to a new tab and I type in Chrome Web Store, so if I go to the Chrome Web Store and I type in Eyedropper, here is the eyedropper that I was using. I believe it's called Color Pick Eyedropper. Let's see. Color Picker Eyedropper. So it looks like it's the same. And so I just, actually no, that's not it because it would have already been added to Chrome. So if you click over here, that's going to take you to the one that I was using. And it'll show you, here's the one I was using. And it, because it says remove from Chrome, I know that that's the right one. Again, you don't have to use the one that I use. You can use whatever one you want. So here's the Chrome Web Store. Feel free to go shopping. This is the only store that is almost always free. They at least have free versions for whatever you might want to use. So feel free to go through and find other extensions that will help you in your day-to-day tasks. So let's go back. The Office editing for docs and sheets. This is one that you just kind of turn on and forget about it. So what happens is this allows you to see Office documents on things like Chromebooks. So for example, if I go to my drive, and you can see I have mine hidden on my shelf because it's not one you actually click on. It's just one that's there so that if you need it, it's there. So if I go to my drive and I find a Word document as opposed to a doc, let's see if I can find one quickly. It's loading. Loading. And I don't know one off the top of my head. So if you look over here, you can tell this is a sheet, this is a doc, PDF. So I'm just looking for one that either has a W, there we go. So that's a Word doc. So when I click that open, this extension is going to, and you can see it's the Chrome extension, it even shows you. This is going to allow me to see the Word doc and preview it without Word installed on my machine. So on here, I can see it and know that I can download it. And if I want to, I can save it as a Google Doc, and then I can edit it and do whatever I'd like to with it. So this is all that this does, but it is very helpful if you want to view Word documents and you do not own Word. This will allow you to utilize this. Screencastify. Screencastify is phenomenal. Screencastify, let me click on that, allows you to record your screen for up to 10 minutes and it automatically saves it to Google. So if I click on Screencastify, and you guys have seen I made a couple so far, one on canned responses and one on saving files from within your mail. All I did was record my desktop. You can see there's my microphone. I can embed my webcam if I want. I can enable drawing tools, and I can record my screen for up to 10 minutes. And when I'm done, it all is stored in Google all by itself. So pretty cool. So that's Screencastify. I'm going to skip over Save to Drive and Save to Keep. So basically what that does is as you're doing research, you can search Like, let's say I want to make sure that I remember this for later. I can click my Google Drive Save to Drive, and it'll pop up and it'll say, this one cannot save to drive, but probably because it is a drive. We're in the Chrome Web Store. Anytime you're in the Chrome Web Store, extensions don't seem to work well. So if I got out of that and I went here and I click Save to Drive, it would save it to drive for me. The true way to use this is I'm doing a report on the solar system and planets, and so I'm at that website and I want to save it to drive. I can do that. The opposite of that, or an alternative, is to save to keep. So if I click that, I can say, here's the document, and I can take my own notes. Diane loves Screencastify. Or actually, not even Screencastify. Diane loves Keep. So I could make that some of my notes and put that in there. So I'm going to delete that because we don't actually need that note. So there you go. The other things I want to show you are some add-ons. So we're going to skip over those two. We're going to go over to add-ons. So if I go to here and I close this, so I'm in Drive and I want to make a flow chart. So I'm going to use Lucid Charts. So here I am, I'm in Addons. I'm going to go to Manage Add-ons. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to go to Get Add-ons. Not Manage, but Get Add-ons. And here's Lucid Chart right there. So when I click on that, I need to make a flow chart as to what to do first. So first I want to make that Google Chrome sign-in. And then I need to, make that flow chart. So if you look, it will show you, and I don't know if you can hear this or not.
That's the way we work, but they don't always get the point across.
Let's see.
Share information more efficiently.
So you can make those flow charts with all sorts of different shapes, all sorts of different colors, and you can share it with anyone. You can import it in any of your Google documents. You can see it works with Drive, Sheets, Slides, and Doc. So it's great for collaboration. You can all make it together, anything you want. It's really, really powerful, Lucid Charts. So feel free to utilize that. The other thing that I use all day long is form values. And you can see this is going to take you to mine, which you have view-only rights for, but you can always copy and paste it into your own. So let's go to a form real quick. And this saves me hours. So I'm on a form, and I want to know, I'm going to make it a multiple choice, because typically it's only one. And I'm going to add another question, and I want the school name. And I'm going to make that a drop down because that list can be quite long. And instead of typing all the regions or all the names, I'm going to, and here you get add-ons differently. So you're going to click the little 3 dots. You're going to go to add-ons. Now you see that puzzle piece, right? And the puzzle piece up there. So we're going to click add-ons. And you probably don't have that puzzle piece yet because you probably don't have any. So we're going to click form values. And we're going to find it, and we're going to click on it, and we're going to install it. So mine says uninstall because I already have it. Yours is going to say install. Once you have it, you will have a puzzle piece. Once you are ready to use it, you click that little puzzle piece, form values. So basically, let me show you what you're going to see. In the bottom right corner, you're going to see, when it pops up, it'll say use and create options on that little box there that says help. It'll say use and create options. Then you're going to get a little box over here. And so you will have the option of saying which list you want. Do you want elementary? Do you want high? Do you want middle schools? Do you want all schools and departments? Notice this is old, so some of it may not be perfect. Central region, with just the schools in the central region, south region, north region, Glades region. Here's all your alternative schools. Here's only charter schools. Here's your grades. And I thought there was all public schools and alt ed schools, all public schools in general, K-12, all schools, public charter and alt ed. And then we went to the all schools and departments, and that's the one that was old. And then we went into our regions. So lots of different lists here. You can also create your own in the following columns. So if you wanted to use my list, and it is up to date except for that one column, you just click this, top right corner between the A and the 1, copy it, go to yours, paste it, and then you'll have all the lists that I have. So feel free to use that. That will save you hours of time. So that is, let's see if it opens now. Maybe try one more time. And it's not going to. I'm not sure why. So we'll skip that. But basically, you just say use and create. It pops up over here. There's a drop down. It's going to say which question and what list. So you say in the region section, I want the list of the regions. In the school name section, I want the list of the schools. And that's it. That's how easy it is. It takes a second. It says it's there. So super simple. So that is form values. There are lots and lots of add-ons for you to use. Lots and lots of extensions for you to use. These are just the ones that I thought would benefit you the most. You can see here's notes from people that were actually in the class with me. So feel free to add to that if you'd like. Also know one additional tool that I have to share. There is a voice typing tool. So if I click voice typing and I put my cursor there, I can click to speak and it's going to type everything that I say as I say it, period. You do need to add punctuation marks, period. It will not interpret on its own, period. Pretty cool. So that's how that works. Had to add that in. And know that there are all the languages that you could pretty much ever want in here. They're all there. So if you do not speak English, this is a great way to speak in your native tongue and have it type what you're writing. And then you can use Google Translate to translate it to English. And I think that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you at our next training, which is going to be on, let's see, real quick. It's on Thursday, I know. Here we go. This Thursday, and it's going to be on Google sharing your drive, using your drive, and saving files. So hopefully you'll join me for Google Drive training. It is the 26th, which is this coming Thursday, 2:30 to 3:30 at Roosevelt Elementary in the computer lab. Hope to see you then. Bye.